Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans, do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey there, fellow Cowboys fans. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's been making waves across the NFL landscape, something that could potentially reshape the Dallas Cowboys' fortunes in the upcoming season. If you've been following the team closely, you know that the offseason is always a period filled with anticipation, strategic planning, and sometimes bold moves that can alter the course of a franchise. Well, this time, the buzz is all about the Cowboys making significant strides in free agency, with some intriguing names linked to their roster. And trust me, what's happening right now could be a game changer, not just for this season, but for the future of the franchise. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. What's the big news? Who are they targeting? How will this impact their chances in the NFC East and beyond? Well, hold tight because I'm about to walk you through all the latest developments, providing a comprehensive analysis, historical context, and some predictions that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The Cowboys are clearly serious about contending, and this offseason could be the start of a new chapter, one filled with strategic acquisitions and a clear focus on winning that elusive Super Bowl. Let's start with the headline that's got everyone talking. The Dallas Cowboys are heavily considering signing Stefon Gilmore, a veteran cornerback with an impressive resume and a reputation as a shutdown defender. Gilmore, who's been one of the league's premier corners for several seasons, has a track record that speaks volumes. His ability to lock down top receivers, his ball skills, and his football IQ make him a prime target for a team looking to bolster its secondary. For a Cowboys defense that has shown flashes of brilliance but also moments of inconsistency, adding a player of Gilmore's caliber could be the piece that finally solidifies that unit. But why Gilmore? What does he bring to the table? And how does he fit into the bigger picture of the Cowboys' defensive scheme? Well, for starters, Gilmore's experience is unmatched. He's a former NFL Defensive Player of the Year, and his career stats include multiple interceptions, pass breakups, and a knack for making game-changing plays. His presence alone can elevate the confidence of other defensive backs and create a more intimidating atmosphere for opposing offenses. Considering the NFC's offensive juggernauts, think of the Eagles' aerial attack, the Giants' emerging passing game, or even NFC West teams with dynamic receivers. Having a seasoned veteran like Gilmore could be the difference maker in critical moments. Now, let's analyze how this potential acquisition aligns with the Cowboys' current roster and strategic objectives. Last season, the team's secondary was a mixed bag. While players like Trevon Diggs have shown flashes of elite coverage, they've also had lapses that cost the team dearly. Bringing in Gilmore could provide the veteran leadership and consistency that the unit desperately needs. Moreover, his ability to match up against opposing WR1s means that Dallas can deploy him in key situations, freeing up other defenders to play more aggressively or focus on zone coverage. It's also worth noting that Gilmore's experience in high-pressure playoff games adds a layer of mental toughness that the team can definitely benefit from. But it's not just about adding Gilmore. The Cowboys' front office is also exploring other free agents, aiming to fill specific needs across the roster. The defensive line, linebacker core, and even the offensive side are on their radar, but the emphasis remains on building a formidable defense that can carry the team deep into the postseason. The coaching staff, led by Mike McCarthy and defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, are known for their strategic acumen, so this isn't just about signing big names, but about fitting players into a cohesive system that can capitalize on their strengths. Now, let's take a step back and analyze the bigger picture. The Cowboys' current state, coming off a season that saw them fall just short of the NFC Championship, leaves many fans both hopeful and anxious. They have a solid core, with quarterback Dak Prescott leading the offense, supported by talented receivers and a run game that can be explosive when clicking. However, the defense has often been their Achilles heel, especially in tight playoff games where defensive stops are crucial. If the Cowboys can successfully integrate a player like Gilmore into their secondary, it could transform their defensive identity, making them not just a good team, but a legitimate contender. And what about the team's recent history? Over the past few seasons, Dallas has oscillated between promising performances and disappointing finishes. In 2022, the Cowboys finished with a 12-5 record, securing a playoff spot, yet their defense struggled against high-powered offenses. Their postseason loss exposed vulnerabilities that need to be addressed if they want to make a real run. The arrival of a veteran like Gilmore could be the missing piece that pushes this team over the edge, especially in close games where defense wins championships. Now, let's consider the statistical context. Gilmore's career stats include over 25 interceptions, with some seasons producing multiple picks and a reputation for clutch plays. His coverage grades, according to advanced analytics like PFF, have consistently ranked among the league's best. Meanwhile, Trevon Diggs, who's been their lockdown corner, has also shown signs of inconsistency, especially against elite receivers. Pairing Diggs with a seasoned veteran like Gilmore could give the Cowboys a formidable duo, capable of shutting down top-tier receivers and forcing quarterbacks into tough throws. This kind of talent upgrade can make a significant difference in third-down situations and red-zone defense, where every play matters. The potential signing of Gilmore also raises questions about the team's cap space and salary structure. The Cowboys have been known for their disciplined approach to contracts, but with the right negotiations, they could bring Gilmore on board without jeopardizing other key players. It's a delicate balancing act, adding talent without overextending financially. But given Gilmore's experience and proven production, it's an investment worth making. The coaching staff and front office are undoubtedly working behind the scenes to craft a strategy that maximizes value while positioning the team for sustained success. Now, let's talk about the impact this potential move could have on the Cowboys' outlook this season. If they managed to sign Gilmore, it would send a clear message to their rivals. Dallas is serious about contending now. It could also shift the dynamics within the NFC East, making the Cowboys a more formidable obstacle for teams like the Eagles and Giants. For fans, this is a cause for optimism. Imagine a secondary that can match up with the league's best, giving the defense the confidence to attack more aggressively and create turnovers. But of course, no move is without risk. There's always the question of how quickly a veteran like Gilmore can adapt to a new system, especially if he's coming from a different defensive scheme in recent years. Will he mesh well with the other defenders? Will he stay healthy and perform at his peak? These are valid concerns, but given his track record, the odds are in favor of a smooth integration. The Cowboys' coaching staff has a reputation for developing veteran players, and that experience could be crucial in ensuring Gilmore's success in Dallas. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's compare this potential move with other teams' approaches in free agency. Some franchises tend to overspend or sign players based on hype rather than fit, but Dallas has historically been more calculated. Their focus has always been on building a balanced roster, combining young talent with experienced veterans. This strategy has served them well in the past, and bringing in Gilmore would be a continuation of that philosophy. It's about getting the right players for the right system, players who can contribute immediately and help the team achieve its goals. As we look ahead, what's next for the Cowboys? Well, the free agency window is still open, and there are plenty of other options on the table. The team's front office will continue to evaluate talent, considering needs on defense and offense alike. But the focus on the secondary, especially with Gilmore's potential signing, signals a clear priority. Solidify the back end and trust that the offensive units, led by Dak Prescott, will do their part. The offensive line, the receivers, and the running game all have their roles, but it's the defense that often determines playoff success. And if the Cowboys can lock in Gilmore, it could be the start of a new era of defensive dominance. Now, you might be wondering, what does this mean for the rest of the NFC? Well, it's significant. The league's landscape is always shifting, and teams that bolster their rosters in the offseason have a real shot at making deep playoff runs. The Eagles, for instance, have built a strong team, but if Dallas improves defensively, they could challenge for the division title more convincingly. The Giants, too, have shown resilience, but they lack the defensive shutdown ability that Gilmore could bring. The NFC is wide open, and every addition counts when it comes to playoff positioning and seeding. Let's also consider the upcoming schedule and what key matchups might be affected. The Cowboys' divisional games against the Eagles and Giants will be critical, especially if the team manages to add Gilmore and strengthen their secondary. Defensive coordinators will have to game plan around this revamped unit, possibly limiting the explosive plays that have hurt Dallas in the past. In non-divisional matchups against top NFC contenders, having a lockdown corner can swing momentum and turn the tide of crucial games. So the potential signing doesn't just impact the team, it could influence the entire NFC playoff race. As we get closer to the NFL draft and training camp, the storyline surrounding Dallas roster moves will only intensify. The team's leadership seems highly motivated to make aggressive moves, and a signing like Gilmore's would be a statement of intent. It shows that they're serious about competing now, not just planning for the future. Fans are eager to see how these plans unfold, and social media is already buzzing with speculation and excitement. The sense of anticipation is palpable, and rightly so. This could be a turning point for the Cowboys franchise. Now, let's step back and reflect on how this fits into the broader NFL narrative. Every season, we see teams make strategic moves in free agency that either propel them into contention or set them back. The Cowboys, with their rich history and passionate fan base, are no strangers to high-stakes decisions. The decision to pursue Gilmore signals a desire to maximize their chances in a highly competitive league. It's also a reminder that building a Super Bowl-winning team requires more than just star players. It's about smart acquisitions, coaching, and a bit of luck. In conclusion, what we're witnessing right now is more than just a potential signing. It's a statement of intent from the Dallas Cowboys. They're actively seeking to close the gaps that have held them back in recent playoff runs and to establish a defense that can carry them deep into January. Whether or not Gilmore signs on the dotted line, the message is clear. Dallas is all in this season, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to bring a Super Bowl trophy back to AT&T Stadium. For us fans, it's an exciting time, one filled with hope, strategy, and the possibility of greatness. So stay tuned, keep your eyes on the news, and get ready for what could be a pivotal offseason for the Cowboys. The next few weeks will be crucial, and I'll be right here, breaking down every move, every development, and every new piece of info. Because at the end of the day, we all want to see our team succeed, and this offseason might just be the start of something special. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and IT makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe signing Gilmore is the move that takes Dallas to the next level? Are you optimistic about the team's chances this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the Cowboys community. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This team is shaping up to be one of the most exciting stories of the NFL offseason, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Let's keep the discussion going, and as always, go Cowboys.